This is UFC 281 Countdown. This settles it. Another title contender steps up to the plate as the last stylebender takes on his boogeyman Alex Pereira for the middleweight strap. Likewise, the women's strawweights will co-main as Carla Esparza defends her belt for the first time against former champ Weili. And if that's not enough, DustinPoirier takes on Mike Chandler in the lightweight division to eliminate a potential title contender. Let's be real, there's bad intentions throughout this New York card, and it's built the anticipation with it. But before we get into it, make sure you give us a like and subscribe. It's only fitting to start with Isreal Adesanya, as he gets a chance to take vengeance against his former foe, Alex Pereira. A chance at the guy who beat him not once but twice in the kickboxing glory days. Isreal Adesanya's last kickboxing fight was his loss to Pereira. But even since then, this athlete has dominated his opponents in a new sport. With 23 wins in the middleweight division, having a single defeat in which he went up a division, he has been phenomenal. The Nigerian fighting out of New Zealand has 15 finishes on his record and has elevated the division since then. Not only has he lapped the division but proved to be the top dog, having beaten former champ Whittaker not once but twice, along with victories over Costa, Romero and Vittori. But will he beat the boogeyman who followed him into the UFC? Because one thing is for sure, he's defo the most experienced fighter out of the two. Some say Izzy has been working on his ground game and that he could employ these tactics against his opponent. He's proved to be the far superior boxer in the division, but what would that be compared to Pereira? An entrance to the division tailored to a deadly striker, Pereira sent his opponents to a different dimension when he KO'd Andres via flying knee. He went on to defeat Bruno Silva and shake up the division by knocking out Sean Strickland in fashion, which earned him a rightful title shot in my eyes. Some would say this was set up and that Pereira was pushed onto the scene quickly by the UFC. Well, even if it was the case, you can't argue that Alex deserves to be the number 4th ranked middleweight and have a chance at the title, since everyone before him has already fallen short. Yes, he may have only a couple of fights in MMA. He's a deadly striker and he can clearly put up with the rest of them. This fight deserves to main event MSG, a pure striking fight that has bad blood all over it. A fight that many have called the last Stylebender's toughest fight. But make no mistake, Stylebender will be coming out for the kill. This will not go 5 rounds. One man will walk out victorious. But the question is, will it be sweet revenge, or will it be the crowning of a new middleweight king? It all goes down in New York City, where the scores will be settled. The co-main event will see Carla Esparza defend her belt for the first time against none other but Weili. Esparza claimed her belt when she defeated Thug Rose in what was called the worst title fight in history. The long-awaited rematch between the two saw none of them be the real aggressor. However, Esparza did enough apparently via her takedowns to get a split decision win to become a 2-time champ. At 35, she holds a record of 20 wins and 6 losses. She will go into this fight as the underdog, with many predicting her to be walked over by the former champ Weili. Zhang Weili lost her belt to Rose and failed to retrieve it when she faced her again in a rematch. So to put it in perspective, Carla beat Rose twice, who beat Weili twice to get it. Weili holds a record of 22 wins and only 3 losses, and is considered one of the most explosive and dominant fighters that have come out of China. So will Esparza prove the bookies wrong by defending her belt, or will Weili regain her belt? But before that, and what is called the People's Main Event, has lined up a potential title contender eliminator for the lightweight division. The former interim champ DustinPoirier takes on Mike Chandler in an epic 3-round banger. Many would presume these two fighters who want to have another chance at the title are just competitive. However, this is not one of them. Not only have both attacked each other on social media, but they have also had a face-to-face altercation. It may just be real though. Dustin Poirier has come off a defeat to former champ Oliveira, who at the time was the champ. Prior to this, he entertained 2 fights against Conor McNuggets, in which he was successful in. However, in that Oliveira fight, he was outlanded and submitted, which pushed him back down the pecking order. Yet this doesn't take away the fact that Diamante is an amazing boxer and has only lost to fighters such as Khabib, MJ, and mostly grapplers. On the other side, Mike Chandler is coming into this with full confidence that he will get a title fight. Yes, he has highlight reels, and although he did lose against Gaethje, it was one heck of a fight. But the question is, who will make this fight their own highlight reel, and who will edge one step closer to the title fight? We'll find out on the 11th of November at Madison Square Garden, where it all goes down. That's it for me, and we'll see you after UFC 281. So make sure you give us a like and subscribe.